Every sport gets one player the world spends more time judging than understanding. That was Cristiano Ronaldo. He wasn't chasing trophies. He wasn't chasing Messi. He was chasing the man in the mirror. Because every player dreams of becoming the king. Cristiano sat on the throne and decided it wasn't high enough. All they ever saw was greed. They never saw the boy who paid for every piece of the throne, the boy who turned discipline into religion. So they changed the story. If they couldn't stop the god, they'd make him the villain. Too arrogant, too selfish, too obsessed. As if confidence was a greater crime than mediocrity. But the pitch never cared about the story, only the scoreboard. And there wasn't a way to stain the scoreboard that Cristiano hadn't already mastered. Left foot, right foot, earth, air, headers that made gravity question whose side it was on. And still, every goal came with an excuse, as though the greatest goalscorer of all time somehow arrived there by accident. Every record, every Ballon d'Or, every Champions League wasn't a finish line. It was a personal insult, a reminder. The man in the mirror was still waiting, and that mirror demanded more. Blood, sweat, sleepless nights. Everything was sacrificed at the altar of becoming, until the monument they hated became the skyline of football itself. They didn't hate Ronaldo because he thought he was the best. They hated him because he kept making them wonder if he was. Imagine being so great that when you retire, millions of people will stop supporting Portugal. Because honestly, for countless fans around the world, Portugal became a must-watch national team because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Before his arrival, Portugal was competitive, but it had never won a major trophy. During the Commander's era, Portugal experienced the most glorious period in its history. It qualified for 6 consecutive World Cups. Won Euro 2016, lifted the UEFA Nations League in 2019, and won it again in 2025, making Cristiano the most successful captain Portuguese football has ever had. But his legacy goes far beyond trophies. Cristiano transformed the mentality of an entire country. He made them believe they could compete against anyone, inspired new generations, and turned Portugal into a national team respected in every stadium on the planet. He also became the greatest goal scorer in the history of international football and the first player to score in 6 World Cups. Because records may one day be broken, but one thing will never change. Cristiano Ronaldo was the man who forever transformed Portugal's history and left behind a legacy no generation will ever be able to erase. Simply the GOAT. Mbappe and Yamal, in their primes, became world champions at 19 years old. But there is one truth the entire world knows. Even after conquering the world, they still do not compare to Cristiano Ronaldo's prime. Or Messi's prime. The Red Devil 2008, speed, power, explosiveness, a leap that defied gravity, a shot that looked capable of tearing through the net. Every match felt like proof that the perfect footballer could truly exist. Messi 2012, 91 goals in a single year. A number so absurd that he stopped competing against the best players on the planet. He began competing against entire clubs. Those versions were so great that not even Cristiano and Messi themselves were ever able to reach them again. Since then, world champions have appeared. Ballon d'Or winners have appeared. Extraordinary generations have appeared. But those 2 peaks are still waiting for someone capable of reaching them again. Mbappe and Yamal conquered the greatest collective glory that exists in football. Cristiano and Messi conquered the highest individual glory this sport has ever witnessed. A peak so impossible that not even they could ever touch it again.